Have you ever wondered how an organ and a piano are different? Did you know that some pianos can hook up to your home computer? Well, today we'll discover the answer to those questions and many more as Tasteful Musical Productions proudly invites you on a musical adventure with our new weekly television extravaganza, Music is Life. Today, we'll have the pleasure of meeting the keyboard family of instruments. But first, you're listening to a classical selection on one of the most popular of all keyboard instruments, the piano. Performed by our own musical prodigy, Maestro Luther. Let us sit back and enjoy the beauty of the piano and the mastery of his talent. Why, Maestro Luther's style reminds me of some of the greats, Mozart, Bach, and even PJ.
Hello?
That's an alarm clock, PJ. I didn't mean to startle you, but I'm here because, as you know, Maestro Luther had an allergic reaction to some cheese.
Oh, I'm so way ahead of you. I was up all night working on the script, and we're gonna have such a blast with keyboards today. Oh, I gotta get ready. We're gonna introduce the two groups in the keyboard family. The ones that create sound by vibrating air, like the organ, and the ones that create sound by vibrating strings, like the awesome piano.
And possibly some electronic ones as well. You know, I must admit, I'm especially fond of the piano.
Oh, man! Who isn't? The piano can accompany singers or other instruments, and it can hold your attention as a solo instrument or with an entire orchestra. Playing the piano can help develop coordination and talk about creating the mood. The piano can make you feel so many different emotions. The piano can make you feel happy. And it can also make you feel sad. The piano can create tension like in a scary movie. And it can make you feel peaceful, like you're listening to a steady rain. There's so many emotions that piano can cover.
And did you know that often music is composed on piano before it's orchestrated for other instruments?
It's the best! Hey, want some cereal?
No, thank you. So get dressed and meet us at the studio. Our first location is a place with hundreds of pianos. Piano City. Hurry.
Piano City. Hundreds of pianos. Piano player's dream.
Welcome to PJ's Dream and this week's episode of Music is Life. Today, we visit the keyboard family of instruments and one of my personal favorites, the piano. Here we have a grand piano, the kind you might see playing with a large symphony orchestra. All the beautiful sounds made on a piano are created by vibrating strings. A piano has 88 keys that, when played, cause a small hammer inside the piano to strike a string and create a vibration. As with most instruments, the vibration creates the sound.
Hey, Mr. Bekushat, you know a lot about the piano.
Oh my, can it be? Luciano Pianissimo.
Hey, why not? It's a PJ's a dream. Enjoy it. You know, we're celebrating the 300 years of the piano. We owe it all to one man, Bartolomeo Cristofori. He invented the first piano back in the 1700s. Happy birthday!
Other early keyboards did not have the ability to change between loud or soft, so he created the piano so that it could play more musical dynamics.
Who's telling this story, you or me?
Sorry.
So, Cristofori called this the first pianoforte. That's Italian. Piano means soft, and forte means loud.
So, Mr. Pianissimo.
Please, call me Luci.
Very well, Luci. Who's that?
I don't know, some clown.
I understand that the piano was not the first keyboard instrument that used a vibrating string to make its sound.
Let me show you the whole keyboard family. They're all just like a family to me.
Are you going to be all right?
I'm all right now. These were the popular keyboard instruments before the piano. The clavichord, the spinet, and the virginal. They all had the strings like the piano, but instead of the strings being struck by a little hammer, some of these keyboard instrument strings were plucked, like this. Did you ever notice that the black keys are in the patterns of the 2s and the 3s? I love that. These 8 keys can make so many different sounds.
And play so many different styles of music. Classical, blues, rock and roll, and jazz.
Yes, but the classical music is the best.
Well, Luci, I think we should listen to a few other styles of music.
Call me Mr. Pianissimo. Let's leave it up to a PJ. After all, it is a dream. PJ. You want to dream more about the classical piano, right? No. Jazz. I want to hear some jazz.
Oh dear, I can't believe it. It's Snacks Upright, the coolest jazz musician on earth. Mr. Upright, it's an honor.
I know, man.
You choose to play an upright piano. Is that how you got the last name Upright?
No, man, that's really my last name.
Well, Snacks is certainly an unusual first name for a jazz pianist. How did you get that?
No idea, man.
Here's a snacks you order, Mr. Upright.
Thanks, man.
The largest of the modern pianos is the grand piano. It can be up to 9 feet long and takes a great deal of space, but the upright takes much less space.
Yeah, man.
I also understand that the strings inside the piano run vertically, up and down, rather than horizontally like on the grand piano.
Yeah, man.
How different is the sound of the upright piano from the grand piano?
Yeah, man.
Cut! I'm working alone here. We need more dialogue from the pianist.
I don't know if you can call cut in a dream sequence. Better wake PJ.
Oh, good heavens, PJ. Is that all you're going to dream the jazz pianist to say? Is yeah, man?
Yeah, man. Who needs words, man? Music speaks for me. Think of the keys of the keyboard as words. And when you put them all together, they tell a story. Yeah, that's what music does. It tells a story. That's why I love piano. Yeah, it has a voice. Yeah. That was a beautiful Mr. Snack Cake. Just a beautiful.
Okay, enough with the dreaming. PJ, I want you to wake up now.
I'm awake.
PJ, we're behind now. You've got to get up. We want to start the show with a look back on how keyboard instruments began.
Oh, that's easy. It all started with the organ. The Greeks invented the organ way back in 250 BC. It was powered by air and water.
Well, try splashing some more of that water on yourself and get down to the studio. See you there.
Gotta stay awake. Must stay awake. Would love to play the organ. Wanna play the organ.
Well, hello! Welcome all you Music is Life viewers at home. It is my pleasure to introduce to you today the king of the instruments, the organ! We call it the king of the instruments because of all of its different sound capabilities.
Why, you're that organist, Mary Margaret McMary.
Don't try to flatter me, you big palooka. Where is that darling little PJ anyway? Oh, we love him. He is so talented, so intelligent, so witty.
Not to mention trustworthy, brave, and kind to small animals.
And totally handsome. And really funny. I love this dream.
Anyway, enough about that little pumpkin. Let's talk about something really special. Did you know that the pipe organ is actually a wind instrument? It's true! And that's not just a lot of hot air. Oh, forgive me. Just a little pipe organ humor, don't you know? Anyway, the pipe organ consists of many single pipes supplied with wind or compressed air by way of mechanical bellows. Well, you know, I had a flat in my bicycle on the way over here. My motorcycle's in the shop. And as I was pumping up the tire, I realized the pump of the bicycle is just like the bellows on the pipe organ. The bellow on the pipe organ pumps air into the pipes, causing pressure, just like the pump of the bicycle. But let's take a closer look at the pipe organ, shall we? As you can see, the organ has so many buttons and keys to work. You use your hands and your feet to work them all. When you press on a key or a pedal, it directs air into the pipes by opening a valve, and that makes a sound.
These buttons are called stops, right?
Why, yes they are, Mr. Smarty Pants. When you open one, it directs air into a combination of pipes to make a specific sound. When I play, I like to pull out all the stops. I'm a real showstopper.
I believe we've lost Mary Margaret.
Somebody stop me!
But listening to this old-style organ reminds me of my grandfather and how we all used to sit around and listen to our old player piano. Now that was a keyboard instrument.
Howdy, son. Isn't it nice for that little whippersnapper PJ to put me in his dream?
Grandpa? It certainly was. Thank you, PJ.
My pleasure. In the early part of the century, when player pianos were popular, you used to have to pump air into them with a foot pedal. It's like the pipe organ. And some of them even had the little hand cranks. Yeah. Well, you put your paper roll in there, and the player piano reads all the little holes in the paper, and that causes the right keys to be struck, and it plays a song. Yeah. And by golly, we liked it. I just love the player piano. We have them today, although they use MIDI discs.
What is that?
A MIDI disc. It contains MIDI files. MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. MIDI files work the same as a player piano roll did, except MIDI discs look like the ones you put in your computer. MIDI files contain all kinds of information. It tells the piano what notes to play, how loud or soft to play them, and how long to hold them. And you thought the player piano was dead. Son, today's technology improved and a good thing, and we call that progress.
But Grandpa, I don't know that I like all these electronic gadgets.
Hello, pull over, who's driving? This is a dream, son, enjoy it. You're just as stubborn as you were when you were a kid.
Am not.
R2,
Am not.
R2, R2,
Am
R2.
not. PJ, you're still sleeping?
Not now. How can I sleep with you and your gramps arguing like that?
PJ, you're dreaming. Will you please get dressed now? We have so much to do.
Yeah, I'm coming. I want to learn more about the electronic keyboard. It sounds really neat.
Well, let's get moving then.
I want to learn more about the electronic keyboards. Electronic keyboards.
It may sound like a pipe organ, babe, but it's not.
My goodness, that did sound like an old-style organ, but that certainly doesn't look like one. And you're not PJ. You're actually that groovy piano guy, Sammy Swing.
Right you are, babe. These sounds are being created electronically. We call these babies digital keyboards.
Why digital?
Instead of having strings inside like your traditional piano does, these babies create sounds digitally, just like on your computer. Now these keys can generate sounds like your normal piano, or they can generate sounds like any other instrument, or sound effect. Oh, they're hip, baby. Now listen to all the different kinds of sounds I can make by just pressing a button. And I look pretty groovy too doing it, don't I? Yeah.
The sound is amazing.
Cool, baby. Now this keyboard is what we call a workstation. Let's say I wanted a rock rhythm. And maybe some brass. Go like this. Some electronic keyboards have the ability to be plugged right into a computer and use all kinds of great software for writing music or practicing music or playing along with music. Electronic keyboards are just the abso-positively grooviest, baby. Yeah! I still think the grand piano is the best. It is just so beautiful. Oh no! There's nothing like the sound of a good pipe organ. It rocks! Give me a player piano any day, and I still think my grandson's stubborn.
Am not.
Yeah, man.
Digital keyboards are the grooviest, baby. But you know what? If you learn one keyboard, you can play them all. It's that easy. Hey, what's that ringing sound? Huh?
PJ, wake up.
Holy harpsichord! I'm late for the finale!
Glad you could join us.
Sorry, Guy, what I missed?
Not a thing. Your idea to do a whole show as a dream was brilliant, PJ, and now we're ready for the finale.
Huh?
Keyboard instruments are capable of so many things. They not only play beautifully as a solo instrument, their ability to accompany other instruments and to accompany the human voice make them one of the most important musical instruments. That's our show about the keyboard family of instruments. We learned that the beautiful sounds made by the keyboard instruments are created by vibrations. When the strings inside the piano are struck, they vibrate, as does the air inside the pipes of an organ. Both vibrations create each instrument's lovely and unique sound. We also learned a little about the world of digital keyboards. Computers are a new and exciting way to learn more about keyboard instruments. Thank you for joining us today on Music is Life. We hope to see you next week for more musical adventures. And hopefully PJ will actually wake up and not just dream the entire show.
I'm confused. Did I dream this episode or not? I need another nap.
Hey! Music is life! The piano, or any other keyboard instrument, is a great place to start learning. There's so much fun to play, and you can create so many different styles of music with them. So go ahead, take some lessons. See if the keyboard instruments are the right instruments for you. Remember, when you make music, you make magic. Until next time, check you later.
Your musical journey has just begun. A musical adventure is so much fun. Come along and hear the sound. How music in your life makes the world go round. We're in tune with the strings and brass. The strings can sing and the brass has class. We're in tune with the woodwind's flare. Percussion's in the air. Music everywhere. Let our musical adventure take you there. Bang those drums,
Tickle those keys, play those horns as loud as you please.
hear that rhythm.
Hear that bass.
Music in your life will put a smile on your face. We're in tune with the strings and brass. The strings can sing and the brass has class. We're in tune with the woodwind's flare. Percussion's in the air. Music everywhere. Let our musical adventure